Hello everyone, this video is for international students coming to Italy. This video helps them to understand about all the documents necessary during their stay in Italy. So let's start. Obviously when you arrive you will need a mobile SIM, and for the mobile SIM you will spend 20 to 30 euro first time, because there will be a SIM cost around 10 to 15 or 20 euros, and then your package fees. So monthly fees is around 10 euro, and then first time there is also SIM cost. Then you have to consider some things like if you are preferring only internet, or also you need to call to your relatives in your country on the without internet, without WhatsApp, direct on the mobile number. So let's say Vodafone, TIM or some other companies also provide international minutes to your country. So depend upon your option. If you only need WhatsApp or internet, you will get some cheaper option, and if you also need some international minutes for your country, then you will be spending 2, 3, 4, 5 euro more on your monthly package. After the same, then the next important document that you will need throughout your stay in Italy is Codice Fiscale. If you get visa, you can also try through your international office while staying in your country before your arrival to Italy. But if you arrive in Italy and you do not have Codice Fiscale yet, then you have to visit Residenza dell'Entrate, and you can get this document within 10 minutes. And you will find the video link how to make a Codice Fiscale in Italy, and you will need to follow the process of Codice Fiscale. The third document or the process is to do enrollment at your university. So the common documents that you will need to complete your enrollment at university is obviously your original passport and its copy, Codice Fiscale, that I just discussed, then the copy of your visa, then the pre-enrollment summary that you obtained during your admission process. Then you will also need DOV and or SEMIA. Mostly universities require this document from the international students. And then original education documents. Sometimes some programs keeps your education documents for during your degree program, and some universities just check your original documents and then return back you on the same day. And there is also some enrollment fees. In fact, it is original tax around 140 euro, and then there is a marca di bollo of 16 euros. So you will be spending around 160 euro on your enrollment fees. Then the next is about to apply for residence permit, also known as Permesso di Soggiorno. So there are two steps. One step is to submit the kit application form at post office known as Posta Italia. On that moment you will only need your original passport and its copy, the copy of your visa and the admission document. If you have Codice Fiscale, you can submit it, but it is not necessary to have this document at the time of submission of kit. Then there are other documents that you have to provide at the time of fingerprints in Casura. Casura is the police office, and there you will also need your original passport and its copy, the visa copy, 4 passport size photos with white background. Then you will also need the receipt that you just obtained during the submission of kit at post office. Then a residence document, contract or a SPID, copy of Codice Fiscale, and the copy of admission document and health insurance. And you can also use the health insurance that you use during your visa process. Moreover, you will also find the link in video description how to apply Permesso di Soggiorno, how to fill the SPID document, and you can follow those documents in the videos. Next is the Ordinario, and this is the document that indicates your economic situation, and this is also the document that you have to make in your early days. And this is the document that you need indirectly for your original scholarship, and also to get some discount like for the public transport or some other benefits. For this you need your original passport and its copy, Codice Fiscale, visa copy and admission document, and sometimes they also need your address in Italy. Once you have ISEE Ordinario, then you have to make ISEE Perificato. This is the document that you have to submit in most of the cases for your regional scholarship. So for this you obviously need original passport and its copy, Codice Fiscale, and visa copy, the admission document is the ordinario, then the income certificate that you have to make from your country of origin, property certificate, and the family registration certificate. The next document that you have to do is only for the PhD students on scholarship is to do registration at INPS Gestione Separata, and there are 3 steps for this process. First, you have to book an appointment by calling INPS at 06164164. Once you have an appointment, then you have to attend the appointment and you will get a pin. Pin will be used to access INPS portal, and when you have the credential of INPS portal, then you can log in and then you can make registration at Gestione Separata. You will also find video on this process. Then there is a transport card. This is not a uniform thing in whole Italy. In some regions there is a discounted or free transport card in some regions, and in some regions there is maybe a different process. For example, in Campania region there is a free transport card for PhD students under the age of 35 years. Similarly, the transport card is free for the students of bachelor's and master degree program under the age of 26 years. Similarly, based on your ISEE value, you will also find a transport card with some discount price if you do not fulfill these the criteria for free transport card. Then there is the documents known as Residenza, and Residenza is something that you have to register yourself in the Comune. Comune is like the union council, and this is the Residenza is once you apply after 10 years for passport, then they will count your stay in Italy based on your Residenza. So it is important document in the long term. So for this you need your passport, Codice Fiscale, original Permesso di Soggiorno, the residence permit and its copy, and the residence contract. So these are the things that you have to make with the time. These things that I discussed before are the things that you have to do after arrival. So let's say for after arrival you have to get your SIM, your Codice Fiscale, your enrollment at university, residence permit, then is your ordinario, ISEE Perificato, and registration at INPS. This registration you can also do within 3 years of your PhD. It is not important that you do in the first few days. You can do it after 1 month, after 2 months, or in fact you can also do it after 1 year or 2 years. So this is also not urgent. These things until ISEE Perificato are some things that you have to do in your early days in Italy. The other thing that I am discussing onwards is something that you have to do with the time, with the process of time. So these are not urgent things, but eventually you have to do it. So once you have Residenza, you can also make Carta di Identita, it's ID card in Italy. So the extra document that you need for a Carta di Identita is Residenza. So you will also note that these documents are dependent on each other. So I am discussing the documents in hierarchy. So for Residenza you should have Permesso di Soggiorno, your residence permit, and for Carta di Identita you should have Residenza. So these documents are dependent on each other. There is the sequence of documents. You cannot make Carta di Identita without Residenza, and you cannot make Residenza without Permesso di Soggiorno. So they are dependent on each other. Then there is a document like a health card known as Tessera Sanitaria, and normally for this document you need Residenza and Carta di Identita along with the other documents. So with the Tessera Sanitaria you will be allocated a family doctor, and you can have a routine check with your doctor, and you will also get some discount on the medicine and at the test. So this is a document that you can also make in the long run. Then the bank account. This is the document that this is the facility that you should have as soon as possible. But in Italy there is some bureaucratic process, so it is not always easy to get an account in Italian banks immediately. but there are also options for the online bank account like Wise and Revolut. And if you are a student on the scholarship, PhD students or the master or bachelor students, and you will need an account to get your scholarship. So if you are have a difficulty in opening bank account at Italian banks, then you can use some online bank option. But once you have documents like you have Residenza, you have Carta di Identita, residence contract, Permesso, Soggiorno, you can try to open an account at Italian banks. And there are many Italian banks like Unicredit in Tessera San Paolo. Post office, Poste Italiana is very strong institute, and you can also have an account in post office. Then this is a very unique and very powerful thing. It's known as SPID, and with the help of SPID, you can use almost all public institutes websites, and you do not need to create a separate account. So SPID is very useful and powerful tool, and with this you can access all publicly available websites without making a separate account. And for this you should have your original passport, Tessera Sanitaria, and Carta di Identita. And once you have, you can make a SPID. And there are many service providers for the SPID, and Poste Italia is one of them. So if you have an account in Poste Italia, you will open the SPID ID for free. But if you do not have an account in Poste Italia, then you will have to pay a 12 euro one-time fees to open the SPID. But it is very useful tool to have while living in Italy. Then there is also a very useful thing. It's known as PEC email. It is the type of email. It is a certified email, and it's equivalent to registered post. So sometimes universities also provide you the domain of this email, and you can also make this email by yourself. So there are many private service provider, and Aruba is one of them, and the cost is around 10 to 12 euro once a year. And it is also very useful to have PEC email while living in Italy. You can directly contact to the public office like Sura, Prefettura, Comune through PEC email. So these are the things that you have to do over the time in Italy. And for this you also remember some generic rules, because bureaucratic process in Italy is not always smooth and easy. But you do not need to worry, because if you are unable to do or complete a process in one day at one office, then you should try another day in another office or in the same office, and you eventually all the process will be completed. And second is the important rule is that always carry all your documents with you, original and also the copy of each document. And you never know that which document they will ask, so it is always better to carry all your documents with you while visiting a public office. So in the next video I will make a guide what you have to do once you complete your education in Italy, and what are the possibilities after completing education in Italy. So if you have any questions, you can write in the comment box.